Post Malone is one of the most unique and creative artists of our generation. He started out as a rapper and now he's branched into pop, rock, and even country. And when we thought he couldn't get any more unique, he opened up his own Dallas Cowboys themed Raising Cane's restaurant in Dallas, Texas. Now this restaurant opened up on October 12th and I have already seen friends on Instagram go and visit. However, this actually isn't his first Raising Cane's location. He has one in Midvale, Utah. Apparently, he knows the owner of Raising Cane's, and so he asked him if he could open one up near Post Malone's Utah house, and he actually let him choose the theme for it, which is a combination of hot pink and tattoos. The first time that I heard about Post Malone having a connection to Raising Cane's was actually back in July when he performed in Times Square at a Raising Cane's sponsored event. But I was still surprised when I started seeing viral videos of Post Malone handing out food at Raising Cane's. Now you can probably tell, but this is not your average Cane's. It's got a blue theme instead of the normal red one. And outside there is a 32-foot Dallas Cowboys star. As a Steelers fan, this is kind of disappointing. Inside there is tons of Dallas Cowboys jerseys and other memorabilia. There are also some of Post Malone's guitars and one of his most iconic outfits.
Thank you guys so much. I'm so happy and honored that Todd allowed me to do this.
This is all his vision. Just filled it with the stuff he wanted to fill. He thought this would be great stuff to show, fans coming in.
I will say, I believe that there are two factors in the incredible success of this location. The first one is that the football season just started when they opened it. So with the Dallas Cowboys theme, I'm sure there are tons of people visiting who honestly could care less about Post Malone. The second reason is that Dallas is way more populated than Utah. I just looked it up, and the greater Dallas area has double the population of the entire state of Utah. Now the reason I was surprised that Posty is opening up this restaurant is because the restaurant industry is known for having very tight profit margins. You see, I'm sure there are a lot of celebrities who assume that there's a ton of money in the restaurant industry because, we do spend so much money on food, but to make a profit, that's gonna take a lot of skill. Think about it, there's food costs, paying chefs, servers, hostesses, managers. There's so many layers, and then there's so much competition everywhere you look. Here's what I recently heard Malcolm Gladwell say about celebrities opening restaurants.
Every time I hear about a celebrity who squandered their money, it's because they went into the restaurant business. You read some story about some guy and you're like, by 2016, they were in bankruptcy. And then you're like, okay, so why were they in bankruptcy? You go back, opened a restaurant is like on the list.
That being said, it probably seems weird for Post Malone, this singer who makes $1 million for every single show, to be opening up his own fast food location. But here's where I think that the deal is a lot different than your average celebrity opening up their own franchise of their favorite restaurant. First of all, there has been no indication that Posty is a franchisee or that he has his own money invested. In fact, every single time it's been described, they've called it a partnership, which makes me think that it's probably similar to when McDonald's collaborated with Travis Scott or when Dunkin' collaborated with Charli D'Amelio. My best guess is that this is Raising Cane's giving him a ton of money to license his name and build this restaurant all around him. One factor though that would typically come with this is profit sharing, and that's because he is the biggest factor in marketing this restaurant. Also, it's great marketing for him because it gets people who live nearby and who are Dallas Cowboys fans to want to come eat at this restaurant. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, I need you to do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. I've been making 2 videos every single week about things like business, tech, and success. So if those things interest you, I'd love to get to know you better. Just hit the subscribe button below. The last aspect of this though is that it's a long-term partnership. It's his own restaurant. It's not just a 1-month deal like what Travis Scott had with McDonald's. So at the end of the day, this is going to be helping Post Malone for years and years down the road. And also, this is going to work out great for Raising Cane's. It wouldn't surprise me if in the next year, this becomes their busiest and most profitable location. In all the marketing, it's coming from Post Malone, one of the biggest pop culture stars in the whole world. So as a result, Raising Cane's is being lifted up in the broader pop culture. And not only is this location going to thrive, but I'm sure that all of their locations around the country and around the world are going to benefit from this partnership. Oh, and something cool that they have at this location is a mailbox just for fan mail. So if you have something that you want to send to Post Malone, this is where you can drop it off. Is it bad that I've never had Raising Cane's before? Looks like the nearest location is about an hour from my house.